Okay, how's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to be doing the basic walkthrough of how toons should be set up at the very beginning for people who have never done ESO before. I'm taking one of these headphones off. I feel like I'm screaming at y'all. A lot of websites out there will do the common builds for once you get to your vet 160, you've got the ability to get gear, and all that. And most people who come in looking for instructions are looking for brand new ways to do things, how to start getting ready to get towards that in-game stuff. This is how I typically go about it. So that you can change this up if you want a little bit. I'm going to be taking a level 3 character. As you can see here, he's actually not champion point. He is indeed only a level 3. This is just my add-on telling me I've got 645 champion points. So this is how I would proceed to make a character from the very beginning. And to kind of give the aspect of somebody who doesn't have champion points, I will not be applying mine on this toon right away. I'm going to be getting him from 3 to level 10, and hopefully it'll give y'all some ideas as how to start a character. So the first thing, obviously, is to pick your race, your class, what you want your character to look like, your name and all that. I went with Lizard Skinner for this guy. I was a joke for one of my friends. He hates Argonians with a passion. So that's what started that little joke, because he's going to love this name. So the first thing we're going to do is get off of this boat and go to Stras Makai, because I'm not gonna. What am I? I even forget what faction this character is, and I have no idea how to check that. Map, that'll tell me. So Stras Makai, that means I had to have made this character Dominion. Which is gonna be fun because I don't ever play Dominion. Okay. So the first thing that I want to kind of show everyone is your tree starting out. Now this is for a Templar's tree. You once you get past the opening like scenes and all that and the initial play, you should be a level 3 and have 3 skill points. You may actually end up having even a little bit extra XP if you've killed everything along the way. But minimum, you're going to be a level 3. You're going to have at least 3 skill points. And this is how I'm recommending you start doing them, because they're very vital that you do it and eventually, if not immediately. So the first thing, in each of your class skill trees, you have one ability able to be unlocked for each of them. These are where I would start, because you want every ability unlocked during these trees. Whether you're DPS, heals, or tanking, every one of these at some point in time you may wind up using. I probably won't use 90% of these. Like, I'll use this one at the very end probably. If I go heals, if I go DPS, I'll have puncturing strikes. Sunfire, definitely. Radiant Destruction, definitely. Nova, always. Like I said, and if I go heals, pretty much everything here. So the first thing is to make sure you can get them unlocked in a timely manner, which means you have to have one of them unlocked in each tree. So we're going to go ahead and just in every one of these trees unlock the first ability. So now as these are on my bar, it will give me experience for each one of these on my bar. As I kill monsters and continue to level up and run missions and all that stuff, these will gain experience. This also allows them to be morphed. Now, the next thing that's really vital for what you want to do is to determine what weapon you want to use. I love healers, so I'm always in a restoration staff. Unfortunately, starting a game like this, you don't get a restoration staff. You get these cheesy swords and gear. I would start out this Cadwell's Lost Robe. Just go ahead and equip that. You're going to want that. And I'm going to go with the one-hander, because until I can get a resto staff, that's my best option. No, excuse me on that one. So the next thing is to simply go out and try to earn some experience. Make sure you have your abilities down here in a place that's comfortable for you. You could, if you want your breath of life being over here and these being over here, whatever you want. I'm just going with the traditional in order because I've done it so many times. That's what I'm used to. But make sure you find a comfortable position. And so, like I said, this is no, this isn't this Daggerfall Covenant that I'm in. What did I do here? Did I really screw this character up? Oh, I definitely screwed this character up. Okay, he's Daggerfall Covenant. Why you would ever go there, I don't know. But to any of those who are Daggerfall Covenant lovers, I'm sorry, but I can't stand y'all's gameplay. Y'all are, especially in the PvP zone, y'all are a bunch of pushovers. But that's besides the point. That's not what this video is about. So now we're going to, I guess this is my first mission here. Talk to this person. Nope. Talk to them. Okay, I'll find that person. This person. Rescue. And okay, so the broken shepherd. Enter the grave. Where is that? Okay, it's this way. Okay, so now we're going to run around for a few minutes and get some experience on this toon. Show some basic combat techniques. And like I said, this is just to get your character started. Oh, nice. Sky Shard right off the bat. I like that. So as time progresses, you will want to shift more towards an actual end-game build. But just for those starting players who have never done this before and don't have the experience or know-how of what they want end-game, you want to be able to unlock pretty much everything. As you can see, I'm gaining experience just by simply walking around right now. You gain experience everywhere in this game. Makes it real easy to get to vet inside of a week if you're passionate about it. Otherwise, I mean, it's just... it says it's right here somewhere, but I don't see it. Must be down. Okay, yeah, right there. Yeah. If you're looking at your, let me explain this more. So I'm looking at my map. I looked at it up top, and I didn't find this little marker. So I come down and aim at this little icon. That's the mission marker. If it's white, it's your current one. If it's blacked out, it's just an additional one you have to do. And just above it, it'll tell you if it's above or below, or if it doesn't say anything, it's on the level you're at. So this clearly says below, so I need to go down further. We're going to just do some kills here. And you see Adric's Spear immediately jumped to level 3. There goes Dawn's Wrath to 3. And then Restoring Light will join it here in just a second. And there it is. So, yeah, this is pretty much what we do. We just run around for a few minutes, killing lots of stuff. Also, at low levels, if you have the ability to, ooh, that's nice. Make sure you can get that heal on your bar, because it's going to be real nice. So we just saw that I got this jewelry. I have no jewelry right now, so that's going to help me in every little bit, no matter what I'm doing, until I can actually get the set pieces that I want. It's definitely viable to just put everything on as a starter. Gonna unlock this cell door and get this guy out of here. I have no idea what I'm gonna have to rebuild this character later exactly as he is, just on a different faction. I do not like this, so Okay, so now I'm assuming we're supposed to be fighting our way out of here. And yes, I say assuming because I don't really follow the storylines very often. If y'all want me to do a storyline run through in the future, just leave me a comment. I do try to check the comments as often as I can, kind of get a basis of what fans might actually want. I am new, so I don't have many, like all of 3. So that's kind of what's going on there. And as you notice, I still don't have a staff, so I can't regenerate my magicka easily, which is all I'm consuming right now because that's what all of my abilities do, and I don't care. I got heals. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we can choose because I've got a shield finally and a staff. Okay, so it's not even a staff. It's just a mace. I thought it was a staff. I misread that. But I can easily throw on this shield and give myself a little extra protection. Got some handspun shoes, which are going to give me a little extra armor. As you can see right here, it increases my armor by 1,067 because it's got armor, and well, the ones I'm wearing do not. So we're going to go ahead and equip all this new gear that I got. You can just safely destroy this. Yes, I accidentally clicked repair. Safely destroy this stuff once you get new stuff, because it's literally not worth anything, as you see here. So it's not worth selling. Like this mall, I can actually sell it and get myself 20 gold. But the rest of this, it's safe to just destroy. I wouldn't destroy your lockpicks because you'll want those for opening treasure chests and all sorts of goofy stuff later that you'll have fun getting. That takes so much magicka to do that heal. Yes, I know I run over all the spikes too. Eventually you figure out that it's just worth it to just run over them because whatever. Okay. Can't go that way. So use the side exit, which is over here. And by the way, that's all I keep doing is just changing these, just following those markers. So remember that when you can't find it, just look at your compass right up here at the top and it'll tell you exactly. See how it's got the arrow above his head and it's also on the compass? It tells you exactly which direction you need to be heading.
Thanks for breaking me out back there. Here's the thing.
Okay. So now we've got to head to this goblin mine. As you see, the goblin mine is that way. So we're just going to take a sprint off in this direction and see what happens. Looks like it's above us, so I'm going to have to go up that. Looks like that ramp right there. I think that little build right there might be the goblin mine. Inventory's fine. Still 77 gold. Haven't leveled up yet, but as you can see, I'm getting close to a level here. Once that happens, I was hoping to have a restoration staff or some kind of staff by now. But we can simply pick another ability and apply it, or we can save it for later. Get some loot. Everyone loves their good loot. Now, this is one thing I do recommend subscribing for, is you will get the crafting bag right here, which will house all of this. I am in the middle of a fight right now, trying to get my subscription activated. They're fighting me on why they've taken the money out of my account but haven't activated my sub yet. So it's lots of not funness. So we're gonna go this way because it hadn't been completely wiped out by new characters. Ooh, I saw something. And this huge character with a tiny little shield. Look how tiny that shield is. Got somebody fighting down there. We won theirs. We won ours up here. It's always nice if you can to give somebody else a hand. When you see them fight in open world, especially if they don't have the ability to heal themselves. Most low-level DPS do not have this ability. Some of them will. Sorks do fairly well at it if they've managed to get to Surge. Templars are very good at this because they get Breath of Life right off the bat, or Rushed Ritual right off the bat, which is to be morphed to Breath of Life down the road for every build you do. I do not recommend ever that you use its other morph. It is a waste. People say, oh, you should use it because Breath of Life is broken. Breath of Life is not broken. I've been using it for the longest time. It does what it's supposed to do. The other one is actually the one that does what it's not supposed to do. Oh, we got armor here, so we're going to go for... You know what? I'm going for a light armor build in the end, so I'm going to go ahead and keep the light armor that I've already acquired, and this heavy armor will be sold later. We did get a potion, so we can go ahead and... this is how you put potions on quick slots. You just click this little quick slot icon right here. It's a little lightning bolt upper right-hand corner of your inventory screen. And you just grab it and drag it down. This is only in case my magicka runs out and I can't heal myself, which probably will happen because I don't have champion points applied. And it will happen to you too. As you see, my magicka here is already way low and I level up. So now we're going to take a look through and see what we got. So I can acquire Piercing Javelin, Solar Flare, or Healing Ritual. Let's see what else we got. We got anything in Restoration Steps? No. How about armor? We got any armor? Reduces the magicka cost of your abilities for each piece of light armor. We've got 2 pieces of light armor. This is going to be what I'm going to go with. You don't have to go with this, or whatever yours is. It's just I'm a magicka build, and reducing the cost of those magicka moves is going to go a long way for me. But goal as of right now is to simply get to level 10 as quickly as we can, which is going to be by completing these quests. Once we get to level 10, as you see, I just got this sash, so we're going to go ahead and equip that, which I believe that was light armor as well, gives me even more bonus. Once you get to level 10, my favorite way of leveling is through the group finder, or dungeon finder, whatever you want to call it. And that's because you get the bonus at the end of it. A lot of people don't like this because it is dependent entirely upon your other groups being able to do what they're supposed to do. So we're going to get up here. Looks like we got some other level 3 trying to take that guy on way too early. Giant red gemstone. No, we're going to exit this place. He cleared everything already, so we didn't have to fight too much. Normally there'd be enemies all over this place. And yes, for each faction, it's going to be entirely different on these initial stories. I'm so used to the Ebonheart Pact and what to do there. I think this is only the second toon I've ever made outside of the Ebonheart Pact, and the first one I deleted. So here we're going to talk to this guy.
And did you see a scummy Breton up there? Yakarn. He's a liar and a thief. He stole a gem from Headman Bosek. Now, if the gem came back, Bosek might let him live. Can you help me or not?
I can't help you with your morality decisions here. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what these lead to. So we're gonna go with. I'll give her the gem.
Smarter than Yakarn. You just saved his life. If you see him again, tell him to leave this island and never come back.
Okay, well, I guess I saved dude's life. I don't know if he actually would have died or not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know these stories or consequences to them very well. I don't really play on this faction very much. Nightshade. And for anyone who watches this and wonders, well, is Templar the best class or what's the best class? I do not believe there is ever a best class, not for the game. Individual players have classes that they are better at. For myself, my personal best class is Templars. I know them pretty much inside and out, everything that they can and can't do. I've been playing them the longest. So it's one of those things, don't get hung up on the best race and best class. There is no such thing, in my opinion. If there are like little things hidden away in the game that can't, I mean, it's going to be such an insignificant amount that it's not going to matter. So,
Good job.
Hey, you! Hey there. Need any help? Hey, you! Yeah, you!
no, let's see what this little thing wants.
I didn't think I'd ever find you. You move around. I'm Nicolene. I work for Captain Colleen. She sent me to find you, see if you'd had any luck recruiting for our heist. Looks like you're already making new friends. And listen, just so you know, we're set up in a hideout near the docks. Come find us when you finish recruiting. Look for Lambour outside the door. There's 3 folks Captain Colleen wants to help with her heist. Crafty Larissa, Jakarn, and Naramo. She told me about him. Who do you want to know about? She's in Sainsport.
No, it's not how it was.
Okay, we're going to go here to this one first. Long run times when you don't have your... Oh, wait. Well, my sprinting is faster than my mount right now, so... As you can see, we're already almost to level 5. This is going to give us another skill point. We'll have to run through and see what, at that time, what skills and stuff we've unlocked. I also, as you're going along, I recommend gathering all of these resource nodes. It all provides materials that will help you down the road. So don't pass any of that up. At the very least, you can always sell it to your guild store or to whatever to earn yourself a little extra cash on the side. I'm gonna throw on this disguise right here. I think it's part of what I'm supposed to be doing. Nope. No. I have no idea what I'm looking for here. get this sky shard. That's another thing. Anytime you see these sky shards, pick them up. Ah, there's Crafty Larissa. No, I'd run into her eventually. Hiding away back here.
What brings you to this?
Sky shards and lore books. There are add-ons you can get, which is actually named Sky Shards and or lore books there and Sky Shards here. You can see who they're by the same person. I just realized that. Make sure you download those. If you look at your maps, it's going to tell you exactly where your Sky Shards that you haven't gotten up. So open some random map and you see all the Sky Shards and lore books. Very important for new players to make sure you have the right tools. While we're on the add-ons subject, I recommend a couple of different add-ons just for your life inside of ESO. First thing I recommend is going to be this Foundry Tactical Combat. This is what's going to cause you to give you the ability to actually move these elements around your screen to however you want them. It also changes it from the traditional bars at the bottom to where they stacks them up, and you can move it to the right or to the left or wherever you want to move it to. Secondly, I'm going to recommend Alpha Gear. Alpha Gear is one that allows you, as you can see, okay, so this is it right here. It will the biggest thing that it'll do is automatically charge your weapons for you using your soul gems. Soul gems are incredibly easy to come by, but a lot of people forget at the lower levels to charge their soul gems. Not to charge your soul gems, but to charge your weapons. Your weapons losing charge, you're gonna do less damage. Your enchantment is no longer going to take effect for it. So it's one of those things you want to keep going at all times. So having this, okay, why is she not talking to me?
Sit down. Warm your bones.
So it's one of those things that you don't want to lose. So getting this, as it drains, it'll hit 0%. It'll automatically recharge it for you. You don't have to think about it. Let's go over here.
Elaine may be a murderous witch, but she does have good taste in books.
Okay, it looks like we're gonna go into this building here.
Stay away from Helene. She's a monster.
Looks like the target is upstairs.
Choking. These sea drakes give pirates a bad name. Kill every last one of them you see. If you're going to kill me, huh? Word of advice. Don't let them capture you.
Almost a level 5. Okay. For newer players, I definitely recommend using the tutorials and all that stuff. It'll remind you when to block and all that stuff. Like you just saw me get laid out. It'll help prevent stuff like that for a little while. I don't use tutorials because they're so annoying. So. And that's just one of the many settings that you'll eventually want turned off. You can turn on and off pretty much any setting as you want. I recommend just knowing what you want and how you want it. Sometimes it'll take you time. So yeah. I'm saying we got some wannabe Robin Hood over there, robber of riches. Oh, okay. And I distracted myself watching somebody else, and I walked off the frickin' bridge. Dock, whatever. Hey, I got experience for that. Interesting.
Who in oblivion are you? Yeah? I knew she got away! Helene said she was being keel-hauled and beaten, but I knew better. They don't call my Captain Crafty for nothing. Get me out of these ropes, and let's get out of here. Captain Larissa never leaves anyone behind. Make sure she's safe.
And there's our level 5. So we're gonna take a second here and interesting. Let's go for some racials on the. Okay, we haven't unlocked any racials yet. Wait. Okay, this is not normal. So as you're playing, you'll understand this. Let me kill these guys first. They keep bringing in. Okay, so your actual character level should identically match your racial level. Mine is clearly glitched to where it's not. Otherwise, I'd be doing this spell charge right now. Here in a moment, though, it will unlock itself. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Nothing. Those aren't going to move. So I'm just going to go ahead with the light armor ability and get the Magicka recovery. That's an extra 6% to my Magicka recovery. As a Magicka user, you're going to love that. Oh, also, your attribute points. I have been neglecting this as we've been going along. These are masterful points. Depending on your build, if you're going to be a tank, a stamina DPS, or Magicka DPS is going to determine where you're going to go with these. So just kind of look for the individual build you're going for. As my Magicka build, I'm going pure Magicka. And I'm going to get out of this and fight these guys again. The Magicka is going to give me more maximum Magicka and more Magicka recovery. So that's why I choose that route as Stam, DPS, whatever you choose. You want to obviously go Stamina. Tanks depends entirely upon your build. If you're a health build tank, you want obviously your health. If you're a Stam build tank, Stamina. Magicka build tank like my Templar, you want your Magicka. So just it's kind of figure out what you want prior to it. And I know that this is a lot of that. Just figuring out what you want prior to actually. No, I left the ship. I wasn't supposed to. Prior to actually doing the stuff, it'll save you time and in-game gold of resetting it all later.
What have you... Did you poison me? Oh my, Captain. Are you feeling okay? Gut you like a stuck pig. Cut your eyes out. Roast you. Like you did my crew? That won't happen again. Oh, she fell down. My, that felt good. Me? Did I do that? Her starving little cabin girl may have poisoned her drink. Who can say? Did Daragor get out? I'll just be going then. I told my crew to gather on the beach. Going to make sure they all made it out. Meet me there. Oh, it's yarn root. A very nasty local poison. It won't kill her. Not right away. It starts by dissolving the stomach lining, then goes from there. I'd love to stay and watch, but no time. You can stay if you like. It's actually her poison, kept for slaves who disobey. There's an antidote on the dresser if your heart bleeds enough. I'd feel mildly disappointed, but I leave it up to you. Meet me on the beach once you're done here and we'll settle up. Just watch your boots. She'll start vomiting soon.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll let her die slowly. I'll be ruthless today. Puncturing strike. Ooh, nice. That's gonna mean all my lines can be morphed now. No, supposed to be down on the beach.
Crew's safe, and only... She's a bit too obsessed with old...
Oh, I totally did not estimate this taking this long. Okay, so that gave us 2 skill points. Let's see. Okay, finally gave us our high elf one. And just still not matching properly, but whatever. We're gonna check out our class abilities, see what we got here. Okay, puncturing strikes. Okay, this is where you start using your determination to go stamina build for if you want biting jabs, or if you're a magicka build, puncturing sweep. They do different things depending on which morph you choose. Obviously, go with the biting jabs. You can see it down in the green effects. Converts to a stamina ability, increasing your weapon's critical strike rating when you use it. This one also heals you while damaging the opponent. So I'm a healer. Obviously, I like heals. So I go to morphs on heals. And yeah. So there's that. Oh, this is taking way too long to get to level 10. What new gear do we get? Got any new gear? Nice. Still no staff. That upgrades to a medium. I don't need medium. I need light armor. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I do have a headache tonight as well. So, yeah. We'll reply to her before she... It's kind of a general... Not the best of days for me. Actually, particularly the best of weeks. I know she's just being friendly, but... Yeah, I can't spell. I completely misspelled entirely there. Columbine.
It's right here. A Dwemer ruin unsoiled by bandits and thieves. Yet I cannot get inside. Miraculous. To think that the Dwemer of Old Volenfell settled as far as Stros Mackay.
Like I said, never forget these sky shards. Should actually get me another skill point right there. If I did my math. Which clearly I did not. That was the first piece of the second set. So that's where that second sky shard came from. This. Nope. Yep, that was it. Lore books. Always get your lore books. Lore books for days. This primary focusing crystal. Let's go up and get the secondary one. Oh. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about yawning in y'all's ear. Like I said, it's been a long, rough weekend. And y'all can take the route where you choose to fight everything along the way, get the experience from that. Or you just skip through and get to the stories. And that's a personal choice on people. So I personally, like while I'm doing this, I like to kind of sometimes run through, sometimes skip, or sometimes fight everything. Just it's all mood based for me, whatever I'm doing at that moment. But ultimately, it all goes to getting to where I can run dungeons. Dungeons are where I excel at earning experience in, so it's kind of my end game goal for a level 10 to get to level 10 to start running through dungeons. And with running dungeons, 2 or 3 days of consistent gameplay, and you can build a level 50 toon. It is easier for healers and for healers and tanks to queue up for I can't even think. Queue up for dungeons. Once you've queued up for the dungeons, DPS it usually averages between about 20 to 30 minutes to wait for a dungeon. Healers and tanks, it's usually pretty instant. So if you want to do it quickly, go as a tank or a healer. You still get the same experience. You don't get bonus experience for being a DPS or anything like that. But you can please, if you queue as a tank or DPS, please have some tanking and DPSing abilities. If you queue as a tank, have tanking abilities. If you queue as a healer, have healing abilities. Because you'll need to at least minimally be able to do your job. You may run into, if you queue as a tank, a group of DPS and a healer that will be able to just overwhelm everything and it won't even matter. That's not the norm though, so I wouldn't go in expecting to be able to get one of those groups. Especially if you're just a DPS. Unless you are capable of actually doing the DPS to overwhelm it, I wouldn't recommend queuing as something else to take that away from the group. So, but some people do because it queues faster. Well, this also hurts the group, and most groups that do that do not finish. Not going to leave anything behind here.
Excellent work. There may be more. So, the schematics were here. Someone took them. I doubt they escaped. was just coming to, help you. I hope you found what we were looking for. The schematics are mine at last. Splendid. This places me in your debt. I hear.
Oh, finally, there's my resto staff.
I must get the schematics.
Yes. Okay. As you saw, there's my resto staff. This is where I become much more effective as a player. We're gonna take this teleporter just because it takes us way back a lot quicker. Let's go to lumber.
Hey, the captain's looking for you. Thanks to your work.
You're back. Ha!
We've got a crew to rival the legends. Time to make some money, don't you agree? Now we're ready for the real challenge, the heist. The target's Bosek. That slimy bastard's finally going to get what's coming to him. We're going to steal his sailing logs. His sailing logs are the key to our fortune, friend. They're the records of every ship that's docked here, every stolen cargo they've unloaded, and every illicit payment made to Bosek. Those records are worth a fortune to King Vaharajad. They're written proof that Bosek has violated the king's order to stop raiding Breton shipping. With those papers in hand, the king can threaten to destroy Bosek if he doesn't stop. Absolutely. His envoy is on the dock now, waiting. As soon as we turn over the sailing logs, he gives us a fortune in gold. The trick will be getting into Bosek's palace, stealing the logs, and getting out with them. That's your job. First, you need...
Oh, yeah, I can offer. I remove. Let me know if there.
It's a wonderful day. Get your disguise.
She's right. You need to disguise to get anywhere near Bosek. My pleasure.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go and attempt to obtain a servant's disguise. I really should have got some more sleep.
Well, look who's come to pay a visit. Oh yes, try these on. I'm sure they'll fit you just right. In the meantime, I'll just continue my sweep of the palace.
Ah, there it is.
Onsi's bones, what is it now? Shouted at you too, did he? He just went out back
hounds from the mainland. Best hurry up and refill his drink. You don't want him running out of drink.
Ah, my lowly servant. You're just in time. My dear friend Headman Bosek is sleeping off the attentions of these two lovely ladies. They are quite a handful, and an eyeful, too. Why don't you take the good headman's key inside for safekeeping?
How about a coin or two?
My friend, welcome back.
The king is pleased with what you've done here, as am I. You will find a generous reward.
Defiance of the king's decrees. Come on, it's time to go. On your feet, man your stations. Prepare to sail. Finally, home to Betnik. I've missed my clan. Before we leave for Betnik, talk to the crew. Get familiar with them. Then we leave. turned traitor. I never head into town and get careful here. These orcs.
Okay, so there we go. There's our next level up. Got my 1 skill point, which is going to go to my restoration staff powers. Obviously, I'm going to be building a healer. Super important that I have heals that can support. So grand healing here is by far one of my favorites. As you'll see on when I play hashtag Rage Quit, I am phenomenally good with it. Especially as Templar High Elves. This build allows you to do a lot of heals particularly fast. So I've already gotten that's level 6 now. I need to find my way to Deshawn to get my Mundus Stone. So after you complete that initial set, the very next thing I would do is recommend going and getting the Mundus Stone for your toon. Now, Mundus Stones are buffs for your character that are continuous throughout the life of your character. There is a set of armor that will allow you to get 2 Mundus Stones. It's called the Twiceborn Star. But unless you have that, you will only get 1 Mundus Stone at a time. For my particular build that I'm going for, I will be going for the Lord Mundus Stone, which is a max health Mundus Stone, and it is located in Upper Deshawn up here. Around about here-ish, somewhere in that area, right in there. We'll find it exactly when I get there. But, as you can see, I have no teleport to Deshawn, so one thing to do is to find your group or your guild or friends tabs, and hopefully you have somebody in one of your guilds in Deshawn. From there, you can always find it. Okay, so we got this guy right here, Conscientious Explorer. We're going to just go ahead and do a travel to him. These travels, doing it this way, are completely free to your character. So it's a way to bounce you around the map and get you experience for unlocking new areas and getting new things without costing you anything. It's actually a really good way to get quick, easy experience, is just go down your guild list and just jump right into new zones. So boom, I got the Prophet's quest line right there. Let me talk to the Prophet here. If I quit hitting the wrong button. Okay, Prophet, get away from, there he is. Okay. So it's a good thing he was in Mournhold. That's pretty much the closest one. Oh man, I think it, I might be wrong. It might be over here. But I'm pretty sure it's right there on that. But we are going to head northbound out of Deshawn to go find it. I don't have a mount active. Okay. If you have mounts, it's always a good idea to come here and actually activate your mounts. So I'm just going to use the Midnight Steed for this toon. He doesn't have anything really worthwhile yet. His mounting capability is nominal, but I don't feel like sprinting the entire way, so. And a lot of people are going to try to tell you that, as you saw what was happening in this chat up here, if any of y'all were reading this, one of my friends was trying to get a build for their new DK stand build, and somebody pretty much mouthed off saying, oh, well, Stam DKs are pretty much worthless, you should be going with Mag for a DK. don't listen to people like that. You are who you are. They may not be good at that build, but that doesn't mean that you can't be. Be the one who figures it out, how to make those massive builds. Don't let what somebody else failed at dictate what you can and can't do. And that's ultimately what I'm trying to do here. Just because somebody else couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't. So don't quit. Don't stop trying at something you really want to do. Because you might be the one who is capable of coming out and just redefining what it is to be a DK. You might just be like the best DK that's ever been played. So I recommend just going with what you want. You can find ways to do enough DPS to get into trials and vet trials as a Stam DK. They are correct. I haven't seen too many high-powered Stam DKs. It is definitely not a common class, but hey, if that's what you're wanting and you want to be uncommon, go for it. You'll see that Jaquito there's the one who was asking about that. She has attempted to make a healer based off of mine. Well, my heals work amazingly well for me. I can crank 120,000 a second under optimal conditions. I don't run out of magicka, and so I gave her this build, and she couldn't do it. It wasn't for her. So she had to maneuver abilities around to where it fit her style. Her character will be a very long time before it can get to the point where she can heal like I can, but one day she might even be able to out-heal me if she can keep on it and practice it enough. So yeah, there's my Mundus Stone. As you can see, my health skyrocketed when I did that. I was at like 16,000, now I'm at 18,400. And this is without food buffs. So that's pretty much really is the basics of how to build characters. It stems greatly on just making sure you get one ability in each of these as you're leveling. If you don't have the ability inside these trees, you're not going to get the point. And make sure they're on your bar. Because just having them on your bar, you're going to get experience for it, which means it's going to level. And as it levels, you unlock more. Once you get them to 50, and the passives as well, all of these passives, for every class, you're going to want those passives. No matter what it is you're doing, they're going to help you greatly down the road. Every little tweak and twitch that you can do. I probably should get this high elf passive that I really need. Oh, no, they're not unlocked yet, so I'm good on those. But yeah, so there you go, guys. That's the start of that. I'm gonna. Okay, so that noise that everyone just heard, that thunder, that is a dolmen, which is located right there. And we're going to head that direction and see maybe... Ooh, that, a nice little thieves trove sitting here for us. We're going to check this out before we head that way. Oh, I don't have the thieves trove skill line opened. Oh, yes, there is another one that we're going to... I'll take you through that because I should have done this first. But I was talking about lore books earlier... I'm not gonna go do that right. We are gonna go Beckneth. This, and the reason I forgot is because I am on the wrong faction, so the area is unfamiliar to me, so it changed my pattern a little bit. First things you want to do when you get to this city, your second area, whether you're Dominion, Covenant, or Pact, you want to get your guilds started. Your your Fighters Guild, your Thieves Guild, and your Mages Guild. Your Thieves Guild, I'm pretty sure you can get started just by doing a lock pick on something. Just picking a random lock, it opens that line up. Past that, we need to find our guild halls. Why are there no guild? Where are the guild halls here? Give me a second on this, guys. Like I said, I am not familiar with these areas. Oh. I know where I screwed up. There's the Mages Guild. Where's the Fighters Guild? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so I need to get to this. I need to get to Sentinel. What part of the map is that on? The Alakir Desert. Okay, so we're gonna find somebody who's in the Alakir Desert real quick. No one. Go to our second guild here. No one. Third guild, final. Let's check my online friends. No one. Okay. So I literally have no one online who can get me a port to the Alakir Desert right now. So this is by far a tough one. I might even be wrong. I wonder where their headquarters is. Maybe Stormhaven. Okay, we got one in Stormhaven. We're gonna travel here. And hopefully this is actually the capital area. For anyone who actually knows capital areas of maps, I know it is Volkelgard for Dominion. It is Deshawn for the Covenant, or for the Ebonheart Pact, and, well, I'm going to hope that it's Stormhaven for the Covenant, because I've never been here before. No, I've been to Stormhaven, but I've never been Covenant before. So it looks like, where was our guild at? No, we're in the wrong city. Wait, is this it? He's in Wayrest, and there's a hall there. We're gonna mark that up. And where's the guild? The Mages Guild. Actually, Mages Guild is closer. We're gonna go to the Mages Guild first. And yeah. Walking around the Mages Guild trying to find the entrance. Okay, let's look around here. I'm betting it's this mystic here. Nope, it is not the mystic. The Magister.
And welcome to the Mages. Indeed I do. Yes, you need only play. Excellent.
Okay. And that gets our Mages Guild line going. We're not gonna go for him. So this is the city. So Wayrest is the city for Daggerfall Covenant. I now know this. Now we're gonna head up to the Fighters Guild, get our Fighters Guild active. And you'll see it's under these guilds, and it provides you a whole new skill line. The lines you're going for Magicka-based healers, it's going to be Meteor for your slam down, get the AoE down for a DPS. Nova or Solar Prison is what it'll morph to when you're needing the damage mitigation. But most of the time I simply run Nova. It gives you more Magicka and all that stuff. And Mage Light, which will morph to Inner Light. And you'll also, down here in your passives, you'll want your Everlasting Magicka and Magicka controllers. This is going to help you actually maintain yourself as a healer during the fights to ensue. Okay, so here we are at the Fighters Guild. And we're going to try to find our Hall Steward. There he is, right above there. Run up to him. Herp it. I don't know.
By the first full. Normally we've got plenty you haven't seen. Ha!
I've never actually looked at these before. Nice furnishings here. But yeah, so let's go to the Fighters Guild one. You can kind of take a look at that. I don't use any of these active abilities, but I will use this Banish the Wicked passive. You wind up fighting a lot of undead and Daedra out there. So each time you get a kill on one, you get 3 extra ultimate. It's an amazing ability to have. So I definitely recommend getting that. Yeah, and now we're gonna go and try to unlock the Thieves Guild portion. Let's see, is this a locked one? No, it's not gonna let me do that. Sure, one of these I'm not allowed into. Okay, here it is. Okay, also a little training session while lockpicking here. So first thing I recommend is looking around, making sure there are no guards or anyone who's going to walk past you real quick and spot you doing this. So my coast looks pretty clear, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Activate it and just hold them down until they start shaking, or you hear that like they're all going all the way up, all the way down. That wasn't a good example, but there we go. You unlock it. And no, it didn't. Okay. That unlocks your Legendman. In that case, I'm not sure how to get that. Oh, I bet I do. It's probably DLCs, go with the Thieves Guild, and you have to unlock it. If you're a sub, this is part of the problem with my character right now. Is my sub is not working. So we come inside, and you can just pretty much steal anything now. You got rune tags. It's 40 gold there. All sorts of fancy stuff. Just I steal everything at least low levels because it's all gold that your character can get. And yeah, that's that of the how to build a character. Just make sure you unlock all your tree lines, and that's what you're going for. Is just unlock. Once you get to about a level 10, have in mind what you want to be doing with that character. As I've been doing them for a while, I know what I want before I make the character. So I know exactly what I'm running after. If anyone has any specific questions on how to start your builds, please feel free to ask me. I can definitely do a one-on-one time. And yeah, if anyone wants to also, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I am trying to make more people known about this kind of thing because I'm getting sick of the Deltia and all these meta builds that are running around and people saying this is the only way or the best way to do these. It's not. Those people are not the end-all be-all. They do not know everything about this game. So I am trying to throw a little wrench in that and teach people that they can be just as good by simply practicing their builds. Come up with your own, do it your way. I'm just here to help you guys get started. If you want to run a theory by me, and I will answer you as honestly as I can. Especially when it comes to theory crafting or healing, any sort of combinations. I will be glad if you're asking for a heal theory. You give me the build you're looking for. If I can assemble it, I'll run out and give it a test for you and let you watch it. This is what I want to do, so try to get me out there, guys. I want to help y'all out as much as I know you guys want to help me out and help everyone else out and each other. So I'm signing off. You guys have yourselves a good night.